The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Richmond.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The Texans were penalized 124 times last year, 3rd most in the NFL, and now they come up 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they went the wrong. Long way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on third. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Coleman fighting through, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Shazier in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going deep for Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 89 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hurry up, here we go!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're giving the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
No, Jack, Patriot! Set! Green, 39!
And Jackson throwing once more. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone!
On first and 10. It's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Watson, off play action. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They go play action with Jackson. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Johnson was the intended receiver. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Now Watson going to sneak it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Tiger. Reset.
He's going to get it running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And they let their fullback try and push the pile. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll toss it to Coleman, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So we have reached halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for.
And that's caught inside the 30. 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And off comes Montgomery. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Watson now to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Watson on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Watson on the sneak. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this Browns defense stands tall.
No. Check. Patriot. Back down, Philly. Here we go.
Throwing now. Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Going deep for, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Finding some room at midfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Set. Boom. Landed.
Jackson on 1st down. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Jackson. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. The open man is Smith. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A very solid gain of 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
To throw again is Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And now out comes Houston. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's letting this one go for it. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Rosas now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun!
Here's Jackson throwing again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Watson, he finds an opening past the 40. Fuller brings it in over the middle as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Watson on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw is Watson, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
In most passes, he has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And an alley to run. And it's a fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.